Hi guys, and welcome back to our Forest Fairy Bakery channel. So if you guys are clicking onto one of our videos for the first time, welcome.
Today we are going to make these heart hand pies for Valentine's Day. So let's just get right into it.
What we're going to need first to start this project is definitely a baking sheet or a cookie sheet to bake them on. And then we also put a parchment right on top just to make sure that they don't stick. And then this is just an impression, so you can definitely get these off of Amazon or any like Michael's or Joanne should have these little impressioners. And basically you just put the pie dough on either side and squish it together so you don't have to manually do it. But we'll show you guys both ways. So this is just like an impression thing basically. And if you don't have one of those, you can always just use a heart cookie cutter. So that's the other option that you guys have. And then you're also going to need some table and teaspoons, as well as just a regular spoon to scoop out your jam. So we are doing two different jam fillings today. So we're either doing raspberry or strawberry, and you guys can always make your own jam or buy it if you want to. And then you're also going to need a rolling pin. It doesn't have to be this big. This is just one of our heavy-duty bakery ones.
For the pie crust, you can either make your own or you can buy it, however you want to do it. To make it, you're going to need some butter and some flour. We're going to have all the measurements for the ingredients somewhere on the screen. Cut around the pie stencil, you're going to need a regular butter knife. To seal the pie crust, we're going to need some egg whites. You're going to need a cooking or baking brush to apply the egg whites to the pie crust. After you've got your little hand pie together and all finished, then you will paint some half and half or melt, and you'll need some sugar crystals to sprinkle on top.
So now that you guys know all the supplies that you need for this project, let's just get right into it.
So to make pie dough from scratch, the first thing that you're going to want to do is take 2.5 cups of flour and put it into a mixing bowl. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 cup of hardened or cold butter. And what we're doing here is we're just cutting it into cubes so it mixes a lot easier into the dough, and it'll just make the consistency a lot better and easier to work with. Then you're going to get 1 cup of ice cold water. So what we do is we just get ice, put it into a measuring cup, and then add water that way. Then we just add the ice water into the flour mixture until the dough sticks together. And once it sticks together, you're going to take it out of the bowl and just form it into balls, basically. Cover the balls with cellophane or plastic wrap. Once you have all of them covered, you're going to want to stick them in the refrigerator just until they're chilled. Once your dough is chilled, you'll take it out of the refrigerator, and then you just want to roll it out until it's a very thin layer of dough.
So to cut around the pie impressioner, what you're going to do is cut around the heart shapes with about 1/2 inch around the shape. And this is so when it goes in the divot, then there will still be some hanging over, fit in its place. And doing it with a stencil is a little bit tricky. Just kind of go around it, and then for the space that is left, you can hand cut it. So then you separate them from its excess dough.
So to do the impression stencil kind of little pie, what you're going to do first is take one of your heart cutouts, and you're just going to kind of push it in here lightly just so it's indented. And then you're going to go ahead and grab your jam. Today I'm going to use the strawberry jam. And you're just going to scoop some in here. Doesn't have to be too much, just make sure that it's enough to kind of fill it. If you do put too much, it'll just basically overflow. So it's not a big deal, it just won't look as pretty. So just going to put a little in there. And then after you stuff it, you're going to take a little bit of your egg whites with your brush. And then you're just going to dip a little bit in there and go around the outside edge. And this basically just acts like a glue, and it kind of adheres the dough together for you. So I'm just going to do that. And then next, you just grab another piece of dough, and you're just going to put it right on top, just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this off right here so the dough doesn't get caught in this. So I'm going to take my little knife, and I'm just going to just gonna press it, and you can actually press pretty hard. So go ahead and just press it down. And then after you've pressed it, just go ahead and cut around the outside. And just like that. After you get all the dough on the outside cut off and it's nice and pressed down, you're just gonna lift up and have a cute little turnover pie. So these are so cute, that works really well. And then you're just gonna take it out of here and put it on parchment.
To make the hand pies with the cookie cutter, what you're gonna do is first cut it out. Make sure you cut around and leave some space so you can seal it around the jam. Take a spoonful of the jam that you're using and just kind of make a heart, eyeball it. I am using the raspberry jam. Next, what you're gonna do is paint with your egg whites the edge of your pie crust. So we lay the other piece of the heart on top. Kind of press it down with your hands. You use your fork and make indents. We're gonna cut around the edge just so it's more finished.
Then the last thing that you're going to want to do, cut a little X on top so that the air can escape and the berries can cook nicely without any other holes for the steam to escape. And then you're going to take your cream or milk and you can just brush right over it. And this just makes it nice and shiny and pretty. You don't have to do this part, but I feel like this really helps it look finished. And then the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your big sugar crystals. So you don't have to have big sugar crystals. We order these special. You can use regular sugar, but basically you're just going to sprinkle a little on top, just like that. And it kind of makes it look sparkly when it's done cooking. And just as a heads up, before you guys start your turnovers, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then once you're finished, you can go ahead and put your turnovers in the oven for about 25 minutes. Alright guys, I think we're about finished with this tutorial. Hopefully you guys had as much fun making these as we did. So this is what they ended up looking like. This is still warm. I'm so excited to try this. So we're actually just going to cut it in half and see how it turned out.
Crunch.
Got a little crunch to it. So it's a little hard to see the filling. Sometimes it does bake out, and I can see that this one it did fall out a little bit, but that's okay. Let's see how it tastes. There's jam in there for sure. It's really yummy. I really like it. I think it's definitely delicious. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to try out this tutorial. And if you guys want to see any of our other videos, I will definitely have them linked down below for you guys.
If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Just to let you guys know, we are posting every single Monday. So make sure you press that little notification bell down below to stay updated with our videos.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.